You can see it's getting later as my hair is starting to look more wacky. Okay, so I'm putting these cards away. We just did a Words of Truth reading, so we're going to continue. Why not? Since we're doing all signs at once, and I figure it's whoever it comes to. So, if you're continuing to watch at this point, then hopefully it's resonating with you. Okay, so you know that I shuffle my cards. I pray that it's for the highest, greatest good of everybody involved, that it's tapping into the source of love, of God, of the Christ Spirit, of the energy of wisdom, and that's for us to know. You know, we ask our angels, our spirit guides, beings of love to help us understand the situation we are inquiring about, so we have a better clarity, wisdom, and a bigger perspective of truth with what we're asking. That being said, that was much faster than the other videos. Let's continue. Okay. This jumped out when I was putting these away, and I did say in the other videos we're having a lot of themes of abundance coming out, and then that was out, so I'm gonna leave it and keep that as the theme. Okay, it is St. Patrick's Day, and that is lucky and abundant, so maybe that's the energy. But like I said, time is relative, so if this finds its way to you any other time, just go with it if you were in search of it, or if you just stumbled upon it for some strange reason and you're curious. Who knows? Just know that I'm just a little spark plug of sensitive intuition and energy, and I can feel things, and I like to be helpful. I'm told this is helpful. Hopefully I can be helpful to more people than just those that are close around me and me. Okay? So if it's helpful and you like it, let me know, and maybe I'll do more. All right. So, okay, I want to do 2 different decks right now and see what happens. All right. This deck is the Angel Tarot. So it is the Doreen Virtue deck. I kind of look at this deck as like it's spiritual solutions and perspective to situations we go through in life, to give a clarity through our higher perspective of things, okay? And I'm going to do the same reading right now with this deck, which is the Toth, which is like a symbolic representation of the natures of the forces of nature. So we're kind of doing a as above, so below thing, since we are a little bit animal and a little divine. So let's connect the two together and go somewhere in the middle and see if that helps, okay? All right, so what's the highest, greatest good for everyone to know for the energy of now? Give us clarity in a situation. There were jumpers, but there were quite a few, and I didn't see them, so we're just going to shuffle a little bit more. So you guys know to shuffle the cards, so you know that it's happening on film, in action, as you were watching the film. All right, what can we know to help us in this situation and what we're wondering about right now? Okay. One. And 2. And 3. And then let's do this at the same time so we have this all done and I'm not doing it later. Okay, so these are a little bit harder to shuffle between the 2 decks. But it also is a little harder to tap into your spirituality usually and get that straight before it is your animalistic sensuality part, right? So that would just make sense. All right. Sidetracked. let's keep going. Okay, highest grade is good for everybody involved. What should we know? Let's see. See what the angels would like us to think about, or to help understand, or give us clarity. And one more card. Okay. Before I turn those over, let's see what's at the bottom of the decks. This is the Ace of Earth. That's cool. And other decks, when you get that, that's the ultimate yes. You're not even supposed to continue the reading because you just have abundance. That's like God coming down with the big golden coin / ticket and handing it to you and saying, here you go. That's your golden ticket to life. Go, go. Do it. We're on your side. It's kind of like that. All right, so it's the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So Earth is the grounding force of your life. It's that stable energy that keeps you moving forward no matter what. So this is like God handing you the golden chariot to move through your life with. So let me move this away. Oh, all right. So what do you have in your life that's this brand new idea? It is the idea to go with. It's like the golden chariot. Okay. So that's at the bottom, and let's see what's at the bottom of this one. You've got the Queen of Wands. Maybe she knows how to drive that golden chariot / coin that God's giving you. Or maybe you need to think like her in order to get it, or to get the keys for it. So the Queen of Wands, look at, she's got like that cheetah. Just, she's holding it by its head. Not even like this thing. She doesn't even need that much power. She's just got it like this, like it's suctioned on her hand. Like that energy's just sticking to her. Purely calm cheetah. She's got like fire energy, sharp as a knife through the air. Her passion knows exactly where it's going. She's got her pine cone staff, which is like the pineal gland, right? So she taps into her third eye to know where she's going, but she has to be connected into her own inner heart, her own fire, in order for that to exude. Look, she's like the Statue of Liberty there. Those sparks of her mind are like her own sunshine knife beams going out into the world of ideas, but they come from her heart of passion. Her passion is so strong, she doesn't need to really do much but think about it. She like thinks that kitty sucking up into her hand in pure, like, say like purely docile, like complete submission. All right, so that's the bottom. All right, so let's pull all the cards and see what we have. We have the Ten of Air. This is the ending of a difficult situation, embracing change, expecting things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. This is the end of turmoil. It's you running with the pack of unicorns for a really long time and realizing that they're running the wrong way, or they've been farting on you the entire journey, and you can't stand their farts anymore. And you and like this other unicorn are like, yeah, let's get out of Dodge. Let's go the other way. It's a better way. So it's making the decision to turn the other direction, to end the like stampede that you were involved with before. Okay, under this, we have two tens. We have the Ten of Cups. So it looks like you're ending a horrible situation of air. So this is ending of the swords of your mind, the mental stampede of your mind, and having clarity on the situation and deciding to leave it. Deciding it's the end, and Decide, like I told you, the abundance. That's this. Satiety. Like, look at the abundance beaming down, right? The lights bringing down and beaming light into every single one of these cups of joy, of abundance. And they're beaming with light and emotion and love. And this is like ultimate happiness. This is figuring out that there was a left path and a right path. And somehow you figured out that if you walk this way, that's the shorter way to get to the same place. And you got to combine the joys of both sides and entwine them along the way. All right, so I might have to do a part 2, but let's see what else we have. We have the Empress 3, connecting heaven and earth and creating, birthing something new, an idea, a relationship, a start of something. It's the birth. It's taking that idea and making it a physical reality and seeing that creation and nurturing it. That's another nurturing card. Okay, lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. See? Wow. Okay, and then we have the one. So we have 2 aces. This is the same. Oh no, this is not an ace, but this is also ace. So you have a beginning. You're ending something to enter into like the passion in your ass of abundance of what you want. This is that idea. This is that spark. This is that flame, that fire that someone's putting under your ass to get you going. Or you're putting it under your own ass at this point. Perhaps the Empress is putting the fire under your ass. Perhaps you need to put the fire under your Empress's ass. Okay? Either way you look at it. Let's see what the next cards say. Okay. There's a lot of fiery energy going on. There's a lot of fire and a lot of mental thing. There's a lot of ending of the mental and beginning of the passion. That's a good exchange, I'd say. Get rid of the shit in your head and add some abundance and beauty and passion and love and joy. Much better. Okay, let's see what we have over here. All right, so we have the 2 of Earth. This is too much going on at once. All right, so this is when you need to make a decision. This is needing to make a decision. This is when you're like trying to juggle this and trying to juggle that. You don't know what you're doing. Make a decision. Do one or the other. Don't try to do them both or worry about them both or think about everything all at once. Choose one thing right now that you can do right now in this moment that'll help you take one step forward in what you need to do and do that. And when you're done with that, then maybe think about the other thing you're thinking about and then take one step towards that thing that you need to do. And one step and that's it. And just leave it at that today. You know, do one thing. Don't ignore the one because you're concentrating on the other because you're just making your mind mental unclarity thing going on. Okay, so then you have 8, which is the 8 of Cups. This is indolence. This is like a leaky fish tank. It's like you're allowing the process of needing to make a decision overwhelm your thoughts so much that, okay, picture the water in a fish tank and you haven't cleaned the water for a while and you haven't put the solution and all the chemicals in, you haven't turned the bubbles on and put some like air in there and filtered the water. It's just like filtering its own dirty water. So it's just getting slimy and gross and there's algae building up and you don't have those sucky fish in there to help it out. You're just kind of like letting yourself leak and it's making everything look darker and stormier and your glass is getting gross and you need to like clean your glass off. Okay? And right now, the way you clean your glass off is you make one step of a decision of something. Maybe pick the one you've been ignoring. Make one step forward and do one thing that you need to do that direction and start there. All right? Because you have abundance coming in this great idea. I'll see you soon.